Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to do another tobacco review. Today we're talking about Cornell and Diehl, specifically Sunday Picnic. It's my first Cornell and Diehl tobacco I'll be trying. I also have Billy Bud, which was awesome. That was sent to me. But yes, I want to remind everyone, you know the rest, but just in case you don't, these videos are intended for adults or anyone who is of age to smoke, not for children. So yes, Cornell and Diehl's Sunday Picnic. Got this one from pipesandcigars.com for $8.94. This has Golden Virginias, Perique, and Turkish tobaccos in here. All right, cool little artwork on the front. Not sure if you guys can see this, but just an old-fashioned guy and a girl just kind of hanging out, having a picnic, and the guy happens to have a pipe. They have their hats and their fancy clothes and bottle of champagne, and I don't know, they parked on the bridge. Anyway, totally irrelevant. But yes, Cornell and Diehl located in Morganton, North Carolina. So if you're ever in the area, you got to check them out. All right, so we popped this open. This is a 2-ounce tin. We're greeted with this little message. I like these little things. It says Cornell and Diehl Inc. Vintage Blends. Select hand-blended tobaccos for the discriminating smoker. So we pop that up and out. And then kind of open this up like a little present. And we find a nice big pile of flake tobacco. Okay? Now the smell. The smell on this. It's interesting. I smell the Virginias. Golden Virginias are very distinctive. It's a distinctive smell. But overall, like when you really get your nose in there, it's gonna sound disgusting, but it smells kind of like a hamster cage, like a fresh hamster cage before all the crap and stuff that gets in there. Yeah, some of the Virginias kind of have that note, but this is the most distinctive. All right, get a peek in there. That's just what it smells like, a hamster cage. But as I've learned, some of the stinkier blends and tobaccos right out of the tin usually taste the best, so I'm hoping that's the case. So I'm going to take out one of these flakes, and I'm going to rub this one out, which basically, take it in your hand, fold it up, put it in your palm, and just keep rubbing it. You can drop into a pile on a platter, which, well, I'm going to use a platter, or a plate, and then kind of pick it up, put the ball back in your hand, and do it again. You can do that until you have the consistency that you like. So I'm going to do that. And it is nighttime again, which it usually is when I do smoke. It's just enjoyed a beautiful dinner, enjoying some coffee here. I'm going to go outside and have a pipe full of this and try it out. So I will see you when I get back, and I'll give you my opinion on this tobacco. All right, just got inside. Smoked it out of my church warden, which I gave a very thorough cleaning because this used to be my, well, it still is my English or preferred English pipe. But no ghosting issues or anything. In other words, after I did a full cleaning with some little bit of whiskey, which is great for cleaning your pipes, and perhaps I'll do a video in the future on cleaning it, but I did a very, very thorough cleaning, and even doing like a cold draw, which is basically taking a draw out of the pipe while it's packed with tobacco without it lit. You kind of get a taste of what the tobacco may be like when it's, pre-lit, also known as like a pre-lit draw. Terms don't matter that much. It's if you're really into the hobby, then yeah, you might want to know the right terms. But they do the same thing with cigars sometimes. Before you light it, you kind of just take a few little puffs and see what it tastes like that in comparison to when it's smoking. But anyway, the pre-lit or cold draw was fine. I got nothing that resembled English tobacco whatsoever, so it wouldn't interfere with the flavor on this one. So Cornell and Diehl's Sunday Picnic. I think it was a good tobacco. Personally, not for me, just because it was kind of mild. It wasn't as full flavored as I was kind of hoping. I am personally looking for very bold, kind of in-your-face flavors, and this was a mild smoke. But even though it wasn't what I'm looking for, it may be what you're looking for. In fact, I think this would make an excellent everyday smoke because of the fact it is on the mild side. You could taste the Perique in this, which is nice. It comes out. The Virginias taste really, really good. It's up there with any kind of really high quality Virginia that I've had before, comparing to other brands and other offerings. Room note on this is just kind of, kind of good smelling tobacco. There's no, crazy scents or anything like that. It's just basically a straight Virginia tobacco. To me, or to most people, it's going to smell like just a common pipe tobacco smell, minus any kind of fruitiness or dessert type scents in the air. When you smell it, you're not going to think, pie and cookies and all that kind of crap, or fruit or anything like that. Basically, just a straight tobacco thing going on, but still on a good level. If you're into that, it certainly does smell good, but it's not going to blow people away in public who don't like smoking. I find personally, as this has nothing to do with this specific tobacco, but I find that the more I have blends with Perique in it, the less I happen to like Perique, which is crazy because Perique adds this kind of spicy note to it. Gives it a little bit of a punch, just kind of a spicy thing going on. And me, yes, Mr. Hot Sauce and Hot Pepper guy, how can you not like spice? Well, I don't always like things spicy. Perhaps it's the fact that I have so much spice in my life constantly that maybe I just don't want to have it in my tobacco too. It's not a huge deal. It's just something that I'm finding out by myself after having, dozens and dozens of different types of tobaccos and just, testing this, tasting that. What's this like? I do find that what I'm looking for does not have Perique in it. So my perfect blend may be a straight English, or on the totally opposite side of the spectrum, maybe a straight aromatic. And it goes just hand in hand with the whiskey reviews. Or I didn't do any whiskey reviews on video, but trying 30 or 40 different types of whiskeys, I kind of narrowed down what I like. As far as the fruitier, lighter side, I love the Glenmorangie 10-year-old, and that is a beautiful whiskey. I also happen to, if I want something smoky or peated, I do like the Ardbeg 10. And you'll see both these bottles on either side of my humidor, kind of on display in my living room area. And that's what it is. It's both sides of the spectrum. It's smoky, deep, earthy, rich, like I want to hang out by the campfire, warm me up in the middle of a cold winter's day type thing on this side. And then just complete opposite, fruity, lighter, tart, could be sweet, that kind of thing on the other side. So as far as tobaccos, I kind of feel the same way. The straight Virginia blends, Perique, Burley, I'm not a fan of Burley personally. It's just not my thing. I happen to stick to good high quality aromatics, or depending on my mood, full-bodied or even medium to full-bodied English blends. So although this is not for me and my personal taste, I still think it's a very high quality. I happen to like this more than at least half of the other Virginia blends that I've tried. Now there is Turkish tobacco in here, and I don't have a huge grasp on Turkish flavors yet. I mean, I know what I'm getting here. It's just hard for me to put forth in this video format anyway, exactly how I feel about them, whether I like them or not. But you definitely taste something in here. You taste a combination of Virginias with that, and then a little bit of Perique. It's kind of on the aftertaste. It's on the after note. After you've blown the smoke out of your mouth and you're just kind of like tasting it, that's when you get that little bit of a peppery, fiery kick. Same thing with cigars. I happen to not like that. I don't mind black pepper. That is more, I get those a lot more in cigars than I do pipe tobacco. That's fine. I don't mind that, but I tend to not like just the spicy notes on as far as smoking, because to me personally, it kind of it's almost like a tongue bite to me. I mean, I don't want that spiciness or that sharpness in my mouth. I want rounded, well-balanced flavors. Just my personal taste. But I still think this is a great tobacco. It's just not for me. It's worth trying if you do happen to like some of the other Virginias out there. I'm trying to think of comparisons. If you happen to like the Orlik Golden Sliced, I think you would definitely like this one. It tastes similar to that in a lot of ways, but with just a little extra something, that Turkish, and a little bit of that Perique. It definitely contributes to the overall flavor. But overall, not bad. Not bad at all. no problem smoking. Right out of the tin like this, it was a good moisture level. I did have to relight it a couple times. Not a huge deal. But besides that, didn't produce a lot of smoke. A lot of people, I mean, it's something to consider if you're really looking for a specific tobacco and stuff. That's one factor that a lot of people kind of forget is, I mean, talk about the taste and the flavor and the smell and all that stuff. But some people like the mechanics of the smoking. Some people like lots of thick, rich smoke. Not with this one. I found that it was just kind of sparse with the smoke amount as it burned. But anyway, that's all. Sunday picnic. I just want to give you a review on it. So, by the way, I am wearing, you can't see it, wearing my Got Wood shirt. It's kind of lame, but funny at the same time. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, as always. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.